Hello YouTube and welcome to Full Dottle, a channel dedicated to tamping topics such as pipes, tobacco, lure, and more. I am your host, the Bearded Briarman, and without further ado, let's get lit. Happy Cob Tuesday, everyone, and on this episode of Full Dottle, I'm going to be telling you the story of my last ride. Today, being Cob Tuesday, I am smoking my Country Gentleman. It's a Missouri Meerschaum, and in it, I am smoking some Riverboat Gambler by Cornell and Deal. It's a great American blend. Jojo, thank you for recommending this to me. All right, so growing up, I really wasn't into sports very much. My mother desperately wanted me to play football, but I was a bit claustrophobic, and putting helmets and all that stuff on simply wasn't for me. The first time I ever put a helmet on, I was like, nope. And so I didn't do any sports. I played a little bit of soccer, but that was too much running for me, so I think I spent a few years in soccer, and that was all I could handle of that. Instead, throughout high school, I was a rodeo junkie. I enjoyed watching rodeo. I enjoyed being at the rodeo. There wasn't anything about rodeos that I didn't enjoy. I was a bit of a cowboy, if you will. Raised on a farm, worked cattle almost my entire high school, middle school, and high school years. So that got me into riding bulls, and I rode bulls most of my high school years. But my last ride, I got on this little stinker. It was a very stout, squat bull. And there was a guy that used to watch us when we were practicing, and he loved to watch me ride in particular. And so he paid for, we had an entry fee for our practice rides. He paid the entry fee for me to ride this one specific bull because I was a short, squat guy. I'm 5'6" now, and in high school I was probably around 5'4", 5'5". Haven't grown much in my life. Anyway, so he paid for my riding fee. And they loaded the bull up. They put the bull in the chute, and 90% of the time, 99% of the time, what happens is when you get on your bull in the chute and you tie yourself in, the bull is going to come out of the chute ass down, head up, and that's called exploding. And when the bull explodes, he throws his head up because he's tossing himself out of the chute and trying to throw you off as a rider. So the way you counter this as a rider, you pull your spurs back just a little bit to the mid-body of the bull instead of right over his shoulders, and you lean way forward. You pull up on the chute and you get way over the bull's head. And as the chute opens, the bull, as it explodes, will push you back into position onto the midpoint of the body, right in its back, over its shoulders. So I get on the bull, I get way forward, and I mean I'm tight on this bull. I tie in, I'm tight, I get way up on the top of its head because I'm expecting it to blow out of the chute. And as squat as it is, this bull, as squat as the bull was, means that if it goes into a spin rather than braking like this, if it goes into a spin trying to throw you off, they have like a brake spin, then what'll happen is it'll throw you off if you're trying to spur it, or if you let your spurs off of the bull at all, it's going to toss you because of centrifugal force. So I get up, I dig my spurs in tight. I keep my knees tight to the rear of the shoulders, and I get way up on the bull's head. I give the nod for them to open the chute, and as soon as they open the chute, the bull explodes ass first and up. So he throws his head down and bucks like you see the horse, a picture of a horse kicking its feet up. That's what this bull does. So instead of pushing back like this and exploding head first, it explodes ass first and up. Well, I'm not expecting that at all. I'm way forward on this bull, and as soon as it explodes, it tosses me forward. Now, it didn't toss me off as it comes out of the chute, but it rocked me so far forward onto its neck that I couldn't regain my seat. And so, the next time it popped up, it threw me forward off of its right shoulder. I went down. Of course, my hand is still somewhat connected to the rope, which causes me to land on my shoulder, my right shoulder, and head first. The bull spins around, and as it lands, it clips the back of my head, knocking me unconscious. My uncle was watching this, freaks out, rushes in, because in a practice setting, we didn't have any rodeo clowns or anything like that to protect the rider. We were just simply practicing, and these bulls were not yet show ready. They weren't actually in the rodeos. These were just green bulls that we were basically getting prepared to put in the rodeo. So my uncle rushes in, jumps over the gates, rushes in, grabs me and pulls me out as the bull is starting to turn around and present itself to me. He gets me up over the gate, and as I land with a thud, I come to, kind of groggy, and you get that pins and needles feeling, that weird coming back to, you know. And so I asked, what in the world just happened? And he said, the bull kicked you in the head, knocked you unconscious. I kept my gear for about a week after that before I decided, you know what? I'm not going to become a professional at this. I'm not that good. I'm good enough to stay on it, and that's about it. My form was horrible. I was bouncing all over the place, so I wasn't going to become a professional, and I didn't want to have to die doing something that wasn't going to earn me anything. So I quit riding bulls that day. I still watched the rodeo. I still watched it for a while after that. I still enjoy it very much. The idea that these people can get on these animals, some of them weighing ungodly amounts of weight, and ride that beast for 8 seconds. It may look easy on television, and you think 8 seconds, that's not much. Heck, we have onion pauses that are 8 seconds, but let me tell you what, it is not an easy task. These animals are really willing to get you off of them. Now, I never rode a horse because, see, a bull is smart enough to attack you, and it wants you off its back, so it's really working hard to get you off there. But a horse is smart. Those son of a guns can knock you off of their back, watch you as you fall, and Bruce Lee your ass right into the ground, and I'm not about to take that. So, I don't ride horses. I've only rode horses once or twice in my life. I had a girlfriend that was raised on a horse farm. She loved them. And she talked me into getting on one. And this thing knew I was a green rider, except for bulls, and really scared me. It didn't buck or anything like that, but it would do little things and look at me, and I could freaking tell that that thing knew that I was scared of it. And it was just messing with me. It'd go in directions that I wasn't pointing it into. I'm trying to steer this stupid thing, well, this intelligent beast, and it's not listening to me. Inside of its mind, I'm sure it was laughing, thinking, this stupid human. Anyway, so that's my story for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And until the next time we see each other, I bid you farewell and happy piping. Bye, everyone. Have you enlisted in the full Dottle platoon yet? It's easy. Just click the subscribe button. Also, hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as I upload the next episode.